Hello, vlog people, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays and Happy Hanukkah and Happy everything to all of you vlog people out there. I am doing this from Chicago, where we are staying with Danny's family, and we're with our niece Alex's room. I'm sitting in her room, which is why there's cheerleader ribbons and pictures behind my head. They're not my personal cheerleading ribbons. I myself have never won a ribbon for cheerleading. Although I'm sure if I cheer-led, I would have received some sort of Sam. Okay. Dear Sam, watching your behind-the-scenes footage of making your new CD is very special for us. I know that you were writing these songs with your brother. Do you write the words first, or do you write the music first? What's your process for writing a song? How long did Thank You take to finish? Well, Thank You was a song that I had an idea for and had made notes on. Sometimes I do that. I just write down ideas. And then the song came fairly quickly. Most of it in, like, I don't know. Well, the melody certainly fast. The lyric I took several hours to do. My brother had some other work to do, so every time he had work to do, I would sit and work on the lyric, and I had pages all over the place. But it came together in an afternoon. The music came together faster. The music seems to always come together faster. For me, anyway, I'll write a first draft of a concept, and then I refinish, and I refinish it, and refinish it, and refinish it, and polish it, and try some other things. And even the thing that you guys saw on YouTube may not be the final. I might change some more words. I don't know, though. I'm kind of liking where it's coming from. How did you stumble on YouTube? Was it something you wanted to get into right away, or did it take some convincing? It took some convincing. Of course, I knew of YouTube, but it took some convincing. Several friends, Rosie O'Donnell, my friend Ant, a couple of other people had said, Sam, you should do this. Michael Agostino had said, you really need to do this. And I was like, I don't want to open up my life like this. And I love it, you know. I love it. I've grown to love it. And also the absurdity. Like right now I'm sitting in a room, a 12-year-old girl's room, with a stack of pillows on my lap so I can put the computer up here like this. It's just so real. It's so real. It's so raw. It's so real. Okay, Sam, have you ever met or sang with Wayne Brady? I think you are both extremely talented. Would love to see a duet. And you say some very nice complimentary things. I know Wayne Brady, yes. I did Wayne's show when he had his show. And I've run into him at several things and events and things. He's so talented, such a multi-talented guy. We did not sing together, but I did do his show. I sang on his show. And yeah, he's got a lot going on. He's so multi-talented. Like him very much. I trust you're a Wayne Brady fan. Sam, how do you keep positive? I like to think I'm a fairly positive person. But in today's society, with bad things happening all around and sarcasm and hatred galore, I was just wondering what's your secret to remaining upbeat? Well, I don't always remain upbeat. Sometimes I get angry. And sometimes my anger sends me into action. I find that... I think I have a fairly upbeat, positive way of living, in that I can usually find the good side of something, and if something's really awful, I can usually find the compassion. If I'm very angry with someone, I can usually find the compassion for that person, because most people that are angry and hateful and sarcastic and all those things, which I certainly can be and have been, it's not really from that place. It's from a sense of insecurity. It's usually because they feel inferior and have to prove themselves bigger or better than someone else. I would say 100% of the time, actually, when somebody's talking about somebody else, it's to prove their superiority. Although I think there sometimes things can make us angry. A certain circumstance or a social climate or politics or something can make us angry. And if we just sit and bitch and moan about it, we're not really a part of the solution. We're just bitching and moaning about it. So sometimes anger is a good thing in that it takes you into action. Hopefully that's positive action. I'm finding more and more that what's important is that when one remains complacent or quiet or silent, that equals participating in part of the problem. Being quiet justifies, allows the oppressor to continue. Speaking up for the oppressed, or for those who have been wronged in some way, is taking action. So when somebody's being sarcastic or nasty about something, and I just sit quietly, or they say something derogatory about someone or something, or a racial comment or a whatever comment, to be quiet is to participate. So I think the way you say, how do I stay positive? I do try to see the bright side. I do try to look for the gift, and I also recognize that sometimes when something is very difficult and there's an obstacle, that when it's over, I'm going to be grateful for the obstacle if I got something out of it. We do not think of it this way. If you're playing tennis, you don't want to play with a worse tennis player than you. You want to play with a better tennis player than you. That makes you better. Well, we don't get better from not having challenge. So when you have a challenge, think of it as the thing that is going to make you better. Not the thing that's beating you down, not the thing that's making you a victim. It's the thing that's making you better. It's kind of what the song Thank You is about. Okay, all right. God, it just flies, man. Dear Sam, okay, what are you doing for the holidays? Well, as I said, we're in Chicago with Danny's family, and we alternate. We do my family, Danny's family, and then Los Angeles. The most fascinating thing about this is that every time we spend holidays here, I'm fascinated that dip is considered a main food. It is considered an entree. It is considered a full course sometimes. It is considered a staple. There are 4,000 dips everywhere all the time. There's cheese dips, there's taco dips, there's bean dips, there's other secondary cheese dips, there's artichoke dips, there's spinach dips, there's jalapeno dips, there's queso dips, there's green cheese dip, blue cheese dip, every kind, onion dip, dill dip, hot dip, Rotel dip, Velveeta dip, 4,000 dips, and 4,000 chips and breads and crackers and things to put them in. Dip is a course, and in fact, when we were talking about the Christmas menu and Christmas Day, we get up, we have breakfast, we open stockings, then we have another nosh, then we do main gifts, then we have literally there's a dip, then we have dips. And then after that, after a while, we have dinner. The thing about it is, like, I remember last year, a year before, or it must have been a year before, when we were in Chicago, and I said, what can I bring for dinner? Dinner was not going to be here. It was going to be at another family member's house. And I said, should I bring, mashed potatoes? I make an incredible mashed potato. No. We like our mashed potatoes, the instant mashed potatoes with the cream cheese. I'm like, I don't want to get in the way of that. You can come in, either come in or out, 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 all the way in. This is my niece, Alex. Come and meet my vlog people. I'm not usually that bossy, but she was just hovering in the door. This is Alex. Hi, Alex.
Hello.
So I was just asked about what I'm doing for the holidays, and so I was answering that, and I was actually talking about dips in Chicago. You people eat a lot of dip here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite dip?
Probably spinach artichoke dip.
Spinach artichoke dip. Do you like the hot dips, the cheese dips?
Yeah.
How many dips would you say are served on any given day? Like any day of the week, there's like how many dips do you usually have?
I couldn't answer that.
It's uncountable, that's why. There's so many dips. Do you think that you could list, just off the top of your head, list some dips?
Okay, there's...
As fast as you can.
Beer dip, spinach artichoke dip. There's a cheese dip. A beef dip. That's pretty much all I can think of.
Well, there's taco dips, there's bean dips,
yeah.
There's spinach dips, there's artichoke dips, there's and this is just like for breakfast.
Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of dips.
Yeah.
See how pretty she is and how tiny she is? If she stays in Chicago and keeps eating dips, she's going to weigh 800 or 900 pounds by the time she's like 17 years old. It happens to people. You see people walking down the street and you're thinking, they've had a lot of dip. It's not going to happen to you, is it?
No.
Why? Because she's a cheerleader. Although I'll tell you something, she breaks a bone like every couple of weeks. Every time I hear her, she's like, she broke her arm, she broke her neck, she broke her head, she broke her feet. She just recently got out of a cast again.
Yeah, for my arm.
What did you do when you were in the cast and you couldn't do that? Did you just sit around and eat dip?
No, I sat around and watched movies.
You watched movies?
You couldn't do anything else.
Do you watch movies in which people eat dip?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. This has turned more into a Friend Friday than an Ask Sam, but I think it's much more interesting. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go have some dip. How about you?
I'll join you.
Okay. Goodbye, vlog people.
Bye, it's nice meeting you all.
Do something wonderful for someone. That's good. All right, let's have some dip. I'm starving.
Okay.
Bye.